Hi guys, so we're back in Chiang Mai and I just want to do this video just explaining the apartment that we stayed in Hong Kong. We stayed in a place called Kowloon and we stayed near like the Jade Quarter, which is really famous for jade. It's basically like one stop to the waterfront where you can sort of stand there and look at all the big city lights and stuff of Hong Kong Island. So it was a really good location for us, really easy to get around, really close to like the temple markets, really close to the ladies markets, really close to like really good restaurants, and also really close to like the fancy shopping centers of Kowloon and stuff. It was a really good location for us, and the train system made it so easy to get around. So basically, if you're going to Hong Kong and you're trying to figure out where to stay, I really recommend Kowloon as a place. I wouldn't really recommend Hong Kong Island just because it is so much more expensive. Like when we went over there for like little day trips, it was that much more expensive that we were like, wow, we're really sort of glad that we stayed in Kowloon. The property type that we were in was like just a small little apartment, and that cost us £66 per night. I mean, the lady was brilliant. She even shipped the key to our apartment in Chiang Mai, so then when we got there late at night that we didn't have to sort of contact her, we just walked straight in, which was amazing. So obviously with Hong Kong, it is such a busy place and space is very limited. So the places you're going to find on Airbnb around our price range that we paid, around the sort of £60 mark, then the places are very small. You're not going to find somewhere like a 2-bedroom apartment or like a big huge apartment. You're not going to find that because space is so limited. I mean, the cheaper ones that we found, basically the bathroom was so small that it didn't even have space for a separate shower. You basically just stand in there with the toilet and the sink, and then the shower is just attached to the wall, and obviously everything just gets soaking wet. I've seen some places on Airbnb as well where you literally like the shower head was above the toilet, so you would have to like crunch up towards the front of the toilet. The space was that limited. So we did opt for a little bit higher in price just so we could get that like sort of separate shower and sort of that basically nicer fixtures and fittings. And we also got the balcony, which was a big plus for us. We sit up there on an afternoon with a couple of beers from the local supermarket and just enjoy the view basically. So that was a really big plus note for me, the separate shower and the balcony. Our apartment also had aircon, which is a very big plus. Obviously Hong Kong is a very hot and humid place. And if you are coming from the UK, the English plug socket is used in Hong Kong, so you won't have to bring your adapters with you. And I'll roll a clip now and you can see what our apartment actually looked like for the amount of money that we paid. So this is the front door, and obviously when you walk in, you've got the kitchen on your right. You've got a little stove, we got a kettle, sink, microwave. Like really standard, but really well fitted basically. This is the bathroom, it's obviously toilet. In this panel there's a water heater. Separate shower, which is rare to find in Hong Kong. Mostly these are like wet rooms. And then obviously you have the sink, really nice. Then if you're walking through, you got a TV on your right hand side, loads of fitted wardrobes, big windows, sliding doors, and the double bed. And then outside you have this balcony with a brilliant view. So basically that's like the standard of room that you're going to find here in Hong Kong for that sort of price. Because space is so short in Hong Kong, then the rooms are very small for what you pay. I mean, this room, including the bathroom and the balcony, is about the same size as our living room in Chiang Mai. But basically for what we got here, I'm really happy with it. Really good location. Really nice room, definitely worth a visit. Okay guys, so this is Hong Kong. So I'm gonna zoom into where we were staying. So zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. So this is Kowloon, and basically this is the place we were in, called Jordan. This is Jordan Station, as you can see. We were situated on this street here, so this is like the Jade area. And Jordan Road was a big main road for us. This is where the bus dropped us off from the airport. Right on this road, it literally dropped us off right next to our street. It was pretty cool.
and we also picked it back up from the other side of the street to go back to the airport, and that cost us like 40 Hong Kong dollars, so about £4. So we used to walk down Jordan Road here, and we used to get to Nathan Road. Now Nathan Road is a big massive street, and that heads all the way down to the waterfront, where you can go and watch the Symphony of Lights. Right here, right next to us, is the Temple Street Markets, and we used to walk, or we could get the train from Jordan Station basically to Tim Sha Tsui. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. This is Kowloon Park. This is the Hong Kong Museum. Right next to is the Science Museum here. Down here is the Space Museum. They were currently doing renovations when we were there. And over here is the Sky 100 observation deck, where you can pay to go up. These are the railway lines. They go everywhere. And on this opposite side is Hong Kong Island. So if you're standing here for the Symphony of Lights, you're looking at all the skyscrapers that basically make up this Hong Kong Island, and it's a really good viewing point from here. That's why I really recommend staying in Kowloon, because you can just walk down here every evening, see the lights and stuff. If you are obviously on Hong Kong Island, then you're gonna have to cross over to Kowloon and then look at the lights from the other side. But on Hong Kong Island, you do have quite a few tourist attractions. You do have the Peak Tram. Obviously you do have the main central area. Down here you have Hong Kong Times Square. So there are loads of Airbnb listings in Hong Kong. There are loads on Hong Kong Island as well, but obviously to get like sort of a cheaper price, you're gonna sort of want to look in the Kowloon area. I don't really recommend staying any further out than Kowloon area unless you are really close to a train line. The trains are very good, they come very regularly, and they are honestly one of the best ways to get around.
So if you are thinking about going to Hong Kong, then Airbnb is a really good way of basically finding an apartment, and I really recommend doing it, and I really recommend Kowloon as a place to stay. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!